What I was going to say is, in the bonfires, they come to the bonfire, right? They have no idea what's going on the other side of the island. We show them a clip. Obviously, the clip is like never, everything's great. You know, it's deep.
Well, I wanted to ask you about this because I saw floating around social media the past couple days. I don't know how new it is, but I feel like it is pretty new.
Oh, the new viral video that came out of Spain?
Yeah, that one. I saw that this morning, and I knew we were coming in to talk. I go, is this real? Like, did this just happen? And like, what is this?
I can't speak to how they do it in Spain.
Well, and just to give context, it's the Spanish Temptation Island, and a guy is watching his girl pretty cheat. And it happens
he
twice,
loses his shit.
Yeah.
And he kicks over the monitor and runs off set and is on the beach flipping out, and that's now gone worldwide viral. But what I'll say about that is when the bonfires happen, right? So here's the thing about relationships, you guys. When you're in a relationship that's not firing on all pistons and you're wondering if it's worth fighting for, you know you love one another, or at least you know whatever your previous definition of what being in love is, you thought that was it. And now everything's up and you don't know. And now you've given yourself the permission to be single again. So people are acting out, things are happening, people are cheating, or whatever phrase we want to call it. And now you see it. And what I'm constantly coaching to and talking about is, you come into the island saying, we have a problem in our relationship because he's doing this or she's doing this or I'm not, this is what's going on. And I always say it has nothing to do with the other person. We think it is. We think it's they're not giving me what I want or he's always doing this. Or that's not it. In my opinion, what it is you're in a relationship that's defined by what you thought a relationship was. Right?
Right.
And what I think happens or what I try to guide them to on the show is what you thought a relationship was brought you to where you are. What I'm hoping happens while you re-engage in being single again is that you look at what you want a relationship to be. How can you grow it into something different so that you don't repeat the behavior? And that it's about your behavior, that whatever relationship you're in is a mirror of whatever you're putting out or accepting or allowing and have allowed. And a lot of times those relationships that are dysfunctional aren't the first ones that are like that. They're the first, second, third, or fourth relationship that's similar to the one before it. You keep repeating the pattern. And so while they sit across from me saying, I can't believe he did this, I can't believe she did this, this is what I'm up against, this is the thing, right? I'm constantly saying, yeah, that may be true, but what is it you want? What is your definition? What's going on with you that has you be in this relationship? Let's take the onus off of their behavior and put it onto you. So my way of doing this, and again, and I just say this all the time. I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. I'm just a game show host, dude. I'm not a therapist. I don't have any idea what that is other than my own therapy. But my instinct is I listen to not what you say, but why you said it. Because what I find is people say stuff thinking that's the thing, but it's not the thing. What you're saying is not the thing. What you're saying are words that you want to believe. But behind those words, the reason you chose that sentence is an emotion you're feeling that you haven't identified yet. And so I'm constantly saying, okay, yeah, you can't control them. Let's talk about you. I know this is painful to see, but what does that bring up for you about your relationship to love? Not to him or to her, but to you and what you deserve, what you think you don't deserve, and what that relationship is supposed to look like. That's what Temptation Island is for me, right? Now, what happens in the villas and the stuff around the pool and all that, it's crazy. That's just crazy. Blows my mind. By the way, I've said this before, but so that you're clear, when those clips are shown, I'm seeing them for the first time.
I was just going to ask you, are you like, when everything else is happening and you're not at the bonfire, are you like sitting there watching all the cameras, like all the activity as it's happening? Or are you? No, they bring you in.
So here's the setup, right? There's 2 villas, gigantic production, right? And it's going 24 hours.
Right.
And you could sit in the story truck where the producers are watching and just watch, right? Mm-hmm. And I think there's an argument for doing that. I never do that. My experience is I have nothing to do with the reality part of this show. I come in and I do my thing and I get out and I don't watch anything else. So when we get to the bonfires, I have an idea of what the story is. They kind of let me know where things have progressed, through paper or an email. But when I sit down with them, I try to clear my mind. And anybody who's seen me on set, like before the cast comes in and they're blocking lighting and stuff like that, I could have a stand-in doing it and stuff. I sit there and let them block it around me, and I'm literally sitting there quietly, and I know people think I'm just posing, but I'm kind of meditating quietly. What I'm doing is calming my brain and opening my mind to just listen to what's about to happen. So these clips that somebody has chosen, and maybe I have some idea what's in them, I've asked for, and they've obliged me in saying that my process is I don't want to see them. Because I want to be honest when I say to them, I have no idea what's in this clip. Let's watch it together and see what comes up. And my response is always the same. What did you see? Right? Now, I choose those words on purpose because what is on the screen that we see, because we're not connected to it, is one thing. What comes out of their mouth is something entirely different. And if you listen, and by the way, here's a tip for you guys, that if you listen deeper, not to what is said, but why it's being said, it gives you some insight to what's going on that's true and emotional. So what I say is, what did you see? And then when they say back to me what they saw, it's often not at all what I saw or what you saw. And then that's where we can start the conversation. And that conversation happens free form. And props to Netflix, by the way, and the producers, because they let me do that. They just let me go. And it's, if we could do the bonfires as a live event, that would be outrageous. It's crazy and really intimate, and I love it, and I cherish it. And the connection I have with the people that they allow me to go there with them, I don't take lightly.